Okay, I'm not sure if this is on. I'm going to have to try to test it. But if it is on, I'm going to do a little audio check. All right, well, hopefully we're good. Hi, I'm Hazard. Welcome to Call to Arms Gates of Hell Ostfront, the longest named video game ever. This is a World War II era real-time strategy game, mostly based on the Eastern Front, which is to say the USSR versus Nazi Germany. And the game mode I'm going to be playing is called Conquest. This game and this game mode are pretty interesting because what happens is in a real-time strategy game, right? There's these, for example, objectives on the map, and then you have to recruit units. Here are my units, and you send them out to, try to find the enemy, scout them, destroy them, whatever. Um, and all the units move in real time. So you can click a guy and send him there, and he'll start running off immediately or start firing immediately, and it's not turn-based like it would be in XCOM. Now, um, the Conquest mode in Gates of Hell Ostfront is really, really interesting because it's almost like purchasing weapons in CSGO, where you purchase a gun one round and you use it until you lose it, right? So these are the units that I can purchase. As you can see, they're all Soviet because I'm playing as the Soviet Union. And these are the weapons that I have captured. As you can see, this does not look like a Soviet word, and that is because it is not a Soviet word. This is a Nazi German weapon, and I captured it, just like how you could steal an op or whatever from another player in CSGO, and I'm going to take it from one round to the next. Now, how do the rounds work? Well, that's pretty simple. You see all these dots? You start off, I think over here, maybe in the middle, but you start off somewhere around here, and every dot is a battle. So you go on offense, you take a dot, and then the other team attacks that same dot, and you have a little battle in game. And then if you win or lose, you move on to the next dot. Assuming you win, you move on, and then you attack it. If you're successful, you take the dot. In the next round, the enemy tries to take it back, and you have to defend it, and so on and so on. And there's this back and forth throughout the course of the game. And not only is that baked into the game, but what's also really interesting is some stats are baked into the game. So you can see this one SMG trooper. Let's see his name. This is Roman Okatenko, something like that. And as you can see, he has a whole bunch of accomplishments or awards, and therefore he gets more HP and more regen and more stamina and more all this stuff, right? And if I start a game mode, or if I start a match, what's going to happen is it's going to spawn me in eventually, and you will see the map, and the maps are persistent. So in CSGO, every round, all the guns and the little grenades and the bloodstains and whatever, all that stuff is wiped away after the map ends. But in Gates of Hell Ostfront, if you destroy a tank, the tank will remain on the map. So for example, you attack a position, or you attack one of the little dots I pointed out, and you succeed, right? But you lose some troops, like you get a tank blown up. The next time you fight, you will see wrecks on the battlefield. These were not my troops. This was a capture point that I had. I was actually, last match, I was coming from this direction down here in the southwest and moving forwards. And my artillery, as you can see, were shooting at these guys, and you can see all the little impact marks from my artillery trying to hit them. And we had all sorts of fighting, and it was a little unpleasant, but, we made it work. And let's see if I can't find the remnants of another one of my capture positions. I might not be able to. Well, here's one. Here's a Stug I was fighting at. Here's a Panzer I was fighting at. Another half track. I remember attacking this. There should be like a half track or I'm wasting time. I have to get started. The match is beginning. All right, I'm gonna spawn in my guys. But there should be a little artillery piece around here somewhere, and I'll have to come find that guy. Um, so what I'm gonna start off with is you have all these troops, and I have right now these guys are mine layers. Now these guys are very helpful because what I can do is I can just go in here and I can say, okay, mine, 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 mine. So I think the enemy's going to come this way, and they're going to attack my little point, my capture point, E point, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's probably out for that unit. All right. So then I take this guy. This is all very complicated, and it's running on a clock, so it's not super easy to explain all the time. All right. So let me give you the rundown of how this works. These are almost like capture the flag points, right? And the enemy is coming from these red circles, and they're going to charge down from the hills, and they're going to try to get on my capture point. Now, obviously, I do not want this. I cannot have this. So I'm going to try to block him off using all of the weapons and mines and so on at my disposal. Now I have a lot of these. And it's good I have a lot of these because this is very, very late in the game, and there's going to be a lot of enemies coming my way. So hopefully my AP miners will be able to arrive here in time. All right. I don't know where to put his mine, so I'm just going to run him up for now. Who else do I have? I don't think I have any other mine layers at the moment. I have him. So the question is, how am I going to defend these points? I think I'm going to... Ugh, this is a little bit ugly. I don't like that. I think I like this one better. Okay. Probably not the best positions for my defense, but whatever, it is what it is. Oh, you can't do anything? Okay, that's fine. So I'm actually going to cancel this guy's orders. So this is a very, very complex... Oh, fuck, that was my mine layer. God damn it. All right. You... I don't know what position to hold, because the danger here is that... Yeah, I just don't know what position to hold. So there's all sorts of questions that have to be answered when you play a game like this. So you have 3 capture points, and the problem is that you can only the amount of enemies that are going to be spawned in is pretty outrageous, and if you lose your units, as I mentioned, you have to rebuy them, and maybe you can't rebuy them at all. So the danger is that, oh, okay, I can't be super risk tolerant with my usage of units. I have to be kind of conservative with my usage of units. And the reason I have to do that is because if I, push my troops up super aggressively here, and then I lose some units, what's going to happen is I'm not going to have any money to defend these things the next time I play the game. So what you got to do is you've got to have the right balance of, careful enough to not lose all of your junk, but also aggressive enough to actually defeat the enemy. And as you can see, they're already here, and I don't even think my mine layers have finished their work. Has he even started? No, he's got 2 left. Hopefully he'll be okay. Now what's he up to? He is out of mines, so I'm going to go ahead and pull him as back as I can. I'll just dump him right now. He doesn't really need to be anywhere. My soldiers, these SMG troopers, I'm just going to throw them over there. This is an anti-air gun and an artillery piece. I'm just going to throw this over here. Why do you still have mines there, buddy? So that's not good. Okay, that's really bad, but thankfully my team is already shooting at him. I'm just gonna get this guy to throw down the mines he has. Just throw them wherever. Just throw them 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good enough. This is very bad. You need to pull back. Okay. Hopefully that guy's not dead. Alright, what's going on here? So we've got a... Oh, look, it left my artillery piece behind. Thanks, guys. Great, wonderful. Where's my fucking artillery piece? Okay, go back and... What's going on here, buddies? Why are you're like stuck? Oh my god, this is one of the problems with this game. It's just very glitchy, and shit just goes wrong 24/7, and it's very dumb. That's really bad. All of these guys are just like hung up on each other. So this is already a bit of a calamity. Already bad. That was a mine hit, thankfully. You can just go fucking stand here for all I care. Why aren't you placing your mines, buddy? Like, what's going on here? I very clearly and obviously gave you simple instructions. So this is yet another problem with this game. It tends to eat your inputs. So, like, I'll tell the game to do something, and then it just won't. Easily one of the most frustrating and annoying things about it. Also one of the most dangerous. because, you know, every second is vital. So thankfully I was able to finally get this thing hooked up. This is an ammunition crate. I'm just gonna send this thing over there. This is a mortar. I'm just gonna send a mortar over here. Okay, so there should be another artillery piece around here somewhere. That's an artillery piece. Very big, very awkward one, but it is an artillery piece. I would like you to move. Oh, this game's so jank. It's hard to talk with all the crap happening at the same time. You're here. You're towing the head. Oh, there you go. So that's what rocket artillery looks like. Let's see if he hits anything. Not sure if he is. Oh, he killed somebody. See, that's the problem with the rocket artillery. Sometimes you hit stuff and sometimes you really don't. That's really bad. That is an artillery. That is a, that is supposed to be an anti-air gun. It's not working. This was my anti-air gun. I brought this along specifically so this wouldn't happen. Oh god. And I can't even get my camera up high enough to see it. Please tell me. Oh, look. Ha! Okay, it just landed on my unit. Okay, well, thankfully, one of my anti-air guns, the dual-purpose gun, which is over here, by some miracle, this thing was able to shoot it. Oh god, there's so much going on in this game. So, yeah, you can have aircraft in this game, in case it wasn't obvious. And the aircraft have really, really, really big freaking bombs. And it is a huge problem. Because what can happen is... Oh, Jesus. What can happen is that the game... you'll get your defensive measures set up. And then the game will just... send in a fighter jet, and then well, not fighter jet, but a bomber, and then he'll drop one bomb, and your defenses will evaporate. I really hope that they have Panzerfausts. I don't know if they do, because if they don't, this could be a problem. I'm gonna try to move the AA gun up a little bit because its depression is apparently not having it. Because there's a enemy tank just kind of lurking around, and if he gets any smart ideas, it's gonna be necessary for me to fire at him. Thankfully, my other artillery piece just scored a direct hit. That's very good. Oh boy, so this is a... So, what I'm trying to do right now is I'm kind of scrambling. My defenses are in just an enormous mess. I have artillery units up, but artillery units that don't have any ammo. I've got guys out of position. I didn't get all my mines set up, at least I don't think I did. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to stabilize. So the first thing I'm going to do is, this is an ammo truck. It says Gaz AAA Supply. And these are my artillery pieces. As you can see, they do not have a lot of ammo. So what I'm trying to do, get the ammo truck, buy the artillery piece, so that I can resupply them with ammo. Now, I also have an ammo trailer here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have one ammo cart per artillery piece. Alright? So what I'm actually going to do next is I'm going to detach these two guys because they're not really important anymore. I'm going to go over here to my SMG and Sapper Squad, and I'm going to take all of these guys and I'm going to put them into one big group. Where are they? All right. So now we've got 2 squads. Only 4 guys in this one, so maybe... yeah, there you go. Bunch of guys, easy. So I'm actually going to take the medic and throw him over here. This gives me a few helpful advantages. What I can do is I can just have these guys just be around. Nice. And that will allow me to have some reserve infantry that I can just send out. And what I'm going to do is, if enemy infantry gets close to my tanks, I'm going to allow it to surround the enemy. Okay. And try to kill them. Good God, there's a lot of stuff going on. So 2 of my rocket artillery pieces just fired. Good Lord. Oh God. Okay. You just remember, see what I meant when things go downhill fast? You need to back up. Because now my entire left-hand flank is just completely open. It's flapping in the wind. Oh my God. So a variety of things happened in just a few seconds there. What the fuck? Somebody just sniped my medic. Are you still alive? You're not. You're dead. In fact, I could take you over. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. So we have a couple of very pressing issues. For one, Martyr on the left. That is huge. In fact, that's so huge, I'm going to try to flank it with my ground units. Because he just shot my KV in the side. And this is really bad because A, I have a point here, and B, because I have artillery pieces here. I have artillery piece 1 and artillery piece 2. And these little things, they can't be shot by this because he will one-hit kill it. Easily. What did he just shoot at? Oh, he just shot at my rocket artillery. Great. Thankfully, my heavy mortar just hit him. Guys, please shoot the fucking thing. Guys, I'm gonna need you to kill him. Oh, there we go. So thankfully, one of my friends clearly had a Panzerfaust and a little rocket-propelled grenade, and he shot at the enemy, and it didn't kill it. So we're gonna go back to where we were. Oh my gosh, this thing just saved my bacon. This thing just took around somewhere. I'm assuming through here, though I can't see it. I think it just skipped off the roof or something. Oh my god, there's a lot going on. So... Oh my gosh, so we actually just won the game. I can barely get through my explanation. But we actually did just win it. Oh my god! We have a lot going on here. So, what was going on here is that there was also enemy artillery, and yeah, the enemy artillery has guns too. Serpentine, don't let him fire. Okay, good. Okay, by some miracle, we have managed to acquisition the enemy tank. Oh my god. I'm not very good at narrating this. To be fair, it's not very easy to narrate. So I'm going to steal this Jagdpanzer, even though I don't really need it, because technically we already won the game. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Okay, you... So what you can sometimes do is you can get these things to fire... Hey! You can sometimes get the turrets to fire on the enemy artillery. And this is always very funny when it happens. That's the nice thing about stealing enemy artillery, is that you can then turn it against other enemy artillery. Hopefully that freaking thing is dead now. Ugh, you can see here the stresses, because those enemy artillery pieces are very strong and very powerful and very damaging, and they kill very easily. So what can happen is the enemy will wheel in an artillery piece, and then they'll just start firing at your base again and again and again, or fire at your other artillery pieces. Now this is incredibly dangerous, because what I have to do is I have to put my ammo by artillery pieces, because they go through ammo so quickly, right? As you can see, this giant truck, which is completely full of ammo, is already almost completely out. Thankfully, the gun turret still has some stuff in store, which I can use. But what can happen is the enemy artillery will try to shoot you, and then it will strike the truck, and it'll blow the ammo in the truck up, which then blows the artillery piece up, and it is very, 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 very dangerous and very scary, and definitely not fun. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if I can't empty all of my artillery pieces at these guys. There we go, see? As you can see, I've actually flipped it upside down. Oh, that's a good feeling. this game actually keeps track of your kills. So this one only has 1, but if I go over here and look at this tank, I've got 7 infantry and 2 um, enemy vehicle crew member kills. And if I go over to here, this one has 270 and 35. So as you can see, it's pretty effective. And that's why it's so important to be careful about getting your units all shot full of holes, because you can lose some very powerful assets very, very quickly. Only 14 on this guy, but it's a big 14. Only 1 on those guys. Whew. Do these people get anything? They probably got 1 or 2. Can't see it though. So let's go ahead and see if we can't check out our handiwork over here. Or how many of my mines got tripped. Oh, these ones didn't. So I was hoping the enemies would come down the roadway. That didn't quite happen. Oh, hello. Dude. Oh, yeah, just go ahead. Bye. Oh, shit. As you can see, there's still enemies up around here somewhere. And, this isn't really necessary. Oh, hey, look, it blew up. There's the artillery piece that blew up. This isn't as necessary because I've already won the game. But, the point of all of this is to sort of show the, inherent dangers and difficulties. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, as you can see. Ooh, that's bad. So, and trying to scout out. So, at the end of a level, one of the most important things to do is to go around and try to find the enemies that are, well, find knocked out vehicles. Stealing enemy equipment is just incredibly important in this game. And for me, that makes some other parts of this game very, very difficult, because as you can see, there's a lot of just artillery pieces just hanging out in the enemy's rear. And that means that when you run around and you think it's safe, it might not be, because you can get lit up by enemies that are just trying to screw you over. I think I actually won this conquest though. It's pretty funny. As you can see, I actually got fewer infantry kills than the enemy did, but I suspect I blew up far more vehicles, which is why my score is higher. There you go. Well, that was fun. Oh, that was my defense, and now we attack the HQ, so this is actually the final level. Alright, so let me go back and try to bring this up from the start. So, whenever you go, when you look at the maps, right, you venture across the map, and the round before this, right, I think I was over here, or something like that. Or maybe I was over here. And I was just like, oh, I want to be able to get to the HQ as fast as possible. So I could either take a two-step route, right? I could do like 1, 2, or I could go straight there and skip over it all and just have it next round. And that's what I did. That was high risk, but it worked out. And after a pretty brutal slog, I was able to succeed. And now I get to attack the enemy HQ, which you only get to do after you go through every single little node. And that allows you to finally win the game. So a conquest match is played over many days. As you can see, I've won 17 battles, lost 3, frustrating losses, but I've lost 3. This is funny. This is what I stole last time. And I also stole one of these. Now that's good because I actually lost both of my KV tanks. I'll probably sell this. I'll probably keep this. I'll probably sell this because I've already got 2 of these. As you can see, I've got a substantial amount of German equipment that I've just robbed from people. This thing only got 1 kill, but it was the most important kill of the game probably. It was shooting down that plane because my AAA was, my anti-aircraft gun was not in position. As you can see, all my bomb squad guys got killed, which I'm not thrilled about, but hey, it is what it is. So yeah, I'm going to sell this guy, and when you sell that, you get resources, just like the money in CSGO. So you go down to the research tree, you look at what's available, and oh, you have to buy this, and then you can get the call in stage 5. Ugh, gross. SU-152, what do I want? So I've got 13, so I have enough for 6 and 6. I could not get this. I think what I'm going to do is KV-85. My units are getting pretty beat up right now. My tanks are getting pretty beat up, so I think I want a heavy tank. And then do I want anything else, if anything at all? As you can see, I have not progressed very far into the artillery trees. I've just been relying on stealing artillery from my enemy, but that's worked pretty well. If you can't rob people in this game, you may as well not be playing, because things will get against you so quick. I also don't put a lot of it into infantry. I'll show you my speedrun tactics for unit unlocks here if you want, but at the moment, I think one of the things that's worth doing is you rush the PTRS AT detachment, and then you rush AAA, or the gas supply. That's very important. What I would probably do first is I would unlock this absolutely first, and then I would probably get small and medium defenses, which give you AI helpers on your points. Now that's a big deal, because you need to be able to have those defenses in your pockets, and if you do that, what you can do is you can throw away a point or even 2 and still win the game. And that's a really, 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 really big deal. I like this thing. I don't know if I need it. KV-85. Well, let's buy some KV-85s at the moment until I do anything else. I might not use this. Let's see what I'll do. Conscript Rifle Squad. Jagdpanzer. Nice. So having some armored units is really helpful, because if you have an armored unit that's very, very hard for the enemy to get through, you can just send it out and sit it there, and the enemy will shoot at it, which is really important because that'll give your units time to hit it with artillery. And in this game, artillery is mega busted. It's just kind of flat out, full stop, incredibly important. If you don't have artillery, then there's not much of a reason to do anything. What I'm going to do is I'll do... Ooh, I can't do command squad. SMG squad. I'll do Kamazar, and then at least PTRS squad. And I've got 3 left. I might get rid of the field engineer and put in a medic. Do I have any medics? I do have 2 medics. I've got 3, but that requires 4. So I'll probably bring in another PTRS crew. I would like more medics. In fact, I probably need more medics, but it is what it is. The Germans have a very, 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 very overpowered, at least in my view, overpowered unit called the Wispe, or something like that. Probably Vispa, something like that. I don't know. And it's a I think it's a 10 centimeter artillery piece, a howitzer, and it fires pretty quickly. And the cool thing about it is not only does it fire quick, but also it has pretty good killing potential, and it has a decent amount of ammo, and it can move itself. Now that's huge. Hmm. All right. We've got all kinds of people out right now. So what the deal is pretty simple. There's enemy units up here and over here. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to go ahead and take this high ground, and we're going to put our artillery pieces here, and we're just going to shoot them full of holes. That's what we're going to do. I'm always far too aggressive on these maps. In fact, I'm so aggressive, I'll probably slow it down at least a little bit, because they're gonna send in enemies and they're gonna start shooting at me. AT support industry, that's Defender AI, so that thing is actually, oops. That thing is actually a unit from one of the bases over there. So I'm gonna zoom back, beautiful. And we're just gonna run all our vehicles up. And what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna put you on you. I'm actually gonna run my anti-tank gun up. Okay. A lot of dudes over there, as you can see. You see all the arrows stacked up, Defender AI. What the fuck? Ooh, I don't like that. So you get down. Oh my god. What the hell? Oh god. Oh, that ain't good. Oh, this is good. Thankfully, his accuracy leaves something to be desired. See, he's got a Panzerwerfer too. See how you like it. The tanker man. Holy Moses. No. Shoot the enemy. Oh my god. This is problem number 6,000 with this game. Oh, thankfully I have sloped armor, which makes this more doable. Lucky jerk. There we go. Holy Moses. Alright, so what we need to do is you need to come tow this into position, and you need to tow that into position, and you just need to get your rear in gear in general, and we're going to throw you up there. Alright. Oh my goodness gracious. Such a bad commentator. Games are hard. Hey, let's see if I can kill this thing with this. Oh, it's not gonna do anything. No, why aren't you firing? Dude, what the fuck is with this game? You see this shit? Unbelievable. I put him in a perfect position and he just won't turn his gun. Oh my god. No, buddy, I think you should aim your weapon. Oh my god, unbelievable. There you go. Oh, God, it's stressing me out. Well, thankfully, we're getting in a position now to fire and forget, which is always good. What we're gonna do now is I'm gonna try to bombard this enemy point with a rocket artillery. There we go. There you go. Incendiary grenades flying in. Alright. Kamazar's dead. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know where he is. Yeah, that would make sense. God damn it. Oh, Lord. None of this is good. Ooh, where's that? There's an enemy vehicle. So I need to go find this freaking thing. I don't know where the enemy is. Oh, look, it's stuck on a twig. It's literally stuck on a twig. I'm gonna die because it's stuck on a twig. I hope that thing doesn't blow me up as I drive past it. There's another artillery, there's an enemy artillery piece around here somewhere, and I don't know where it is, and this is gonna prove to be a truly dangerous problem. Where's it coming from? Let's do another mad run. Oh! Okay, that's no good. Where is that happening? Well, there goes one of my artillery pieces. That's not great. Run, little dude. So I guess I'm just gonna start piecing out these little soldiers. So it's in here somewhere. In fact, it might be around here. Clearly there's a tank around here somewhere. As you can see, there's some enemies over there. Jerks. There is an enemy somewhere around here, and you're gonna go get him, hopefully. I think I found him. Oh my god. Okay, so that answers a couple questions. For one, you. For two, you. There we go. So that is actually the Wispa whatever thing that I was talking about earlier. And I will not suffer it to live. But there's two of them down there. I think the first is pretty well out of commission at this point. But there's another one. And I don't like that other one either. Hello. First mistake, buddy. Good. Yes! Haha! You, are a little too sure of yourself there, buddy. I think we've got both. Yeah. Come on, get him. I think, yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, bail out, jerks. Well, that's a relief. Jesus. I don't know if there's the. I could definitely build my units up to be better at attacking these enemies. But I'm not very good at doing that kind of thing. I'm much better at, I don't know, being silly. Spamming people. go. Hey, look, they put a tank up in there. I think it'll help. Things are pretty under control, but it's still kind of scary. One of the problems with this map is that defensive units are so close together that it's impossible to take one without attracting crossfire from the others. Oh, that ain't good. What did I just blow up? Anybody die? I just shot the tree, that's fine. Didn't need that tree anyway. I never liked that tree anyhow. What if I got over here anyway? Some medics and a mortarman. Mortarman can go over here, I guess. What kills have you got? 44. That's pretty. There you go. Well, that's one way to do the job. There's another tank over here. I can hear it. The dispersion is crazy. But, I think my, coverage is pretty complete. That looks pretty wiped out. I bet they reinforced it, though, because they're jerks. Alright, your job is to go out there and get killed so none of my other friends get killed. Oh, hello. Clearly, somebody is left alive, and I think he's going to be over here. There's also a half-track over there. Yeah, see ya. Oops. No, stop! Oh shit. Dude, I would recommend getting down. Where are you going from? In here? See about that. fucking useless piece of shit. I think that was the half track that was lurking in here that we just blew up. How the fuck are you so persistent? It is remarkable. I feel like I've shot these things 7 times. That went high. That went low. See ya, buddy. There we go. The best accuracy on my unit side, but you know, whatever. Get away. See ya. Armor piercing around to the stomach. That's funny. How many of these things are there? Jerk. Whoa! Dicks. These freaking things. They won't say die. Oh my god. Dude, I would run if I were you. Or you could just get yourself killed. That's also an option.
Слушаю, товарищ командир. Слушаю.
Goodbye. These freaking things just don't say die. No, you go there. And you go there. Good God.
Патроны давай.
I have no idea what God, there's so many of them even now. Ugh. I bet you need another serving too. Nowhere I wanted to.
Да, командир. Да, командир. Танкисты ждут приказов.
Hurry up and fix the freaking thing.
Мы готовы ко всему. Готовы действовать. Мы готовы. Ждем приказов.
200, that's a lot.
Танковые войска ждут приказов. Бою готов. Мы готовы ко всему.
36
Готовы действовать.
versus 3 versus 3. Yeah, that's the champion,
Так точно.
the true killer. They always say artillery is the queen of the battlefield, so to speak. Guess they're not wrong. This thing got a few vehicle kills from canoeing those two APCs open. Good mother of goodness. Stupid freaking thing. These things aren't bad, but they're kind of jank, which I do not like. I see the corpses, and there's not even that many of them. Oh, there's another guy. How many? Dudes, look at all the people he's been sending at me. Oh, Christ in a handbasket. Let's see if that kills anybody. Oh my god.
Бронетанковые войска ждут приказов.
Alright, we gotta go. Oh, that ain't good. Thankfully he didn't hit anything. Jerks. That was very, very lucky on my part. That one had a Panzerfaust. Thankfully he biffed his shot, and I think it hit like the tracks or something. See, if it can happen to me, it can happen to you, jerks.
Это там не топливо капает. Надо бак проверить.
I hear freaking tank over there. There he is. How many of these are there? Oh, oh my god. Alright, first things first. Oh boy.
В укрытие, черт возьми, артиллерия!
уничтожен!
Враг прямо по курсу.
Какие будут указания?
Мне нужен доктор!
Готовы к бою.
Так точно!
Есть приказ?
Да, командир! Приказывай! Будет сделано!
Ждем приказа.
Приказывай! Меня окружили! Ремонт окончен! Да, командир?
Танкисты ждут приказов. Готовы действовать.
Так, выступаю
Выполняю.
Так
немедленно!
точно, товарищ командир. Танкисты ждут приказов.
Готовы к бою. Так точно.
Жду команды! Так,
Какие будут указания?
Жду приказа. Слушаю! Я готов!
Ждем дальнейших указаний.
Жду команды!
Мы готовы к заданию. Слушаю. Слушаю, товарищ командир. Интересно тут у вас.
Слушаю, командир.
Приказывай!
К бою готов!
Слушаю.
К бою готов.